Thank you very much, Alyssa.
Why do you want to be a senator? What is it that you feel that you can bring to this position?
I think that the people in my district deserve to have a voice in the Senate, and I don't feel that we've been represented properly. You know, I am middle class America, and middle class America is disappearing. You know, we're overtaxed. Our energy taxes are out of control. And, you know, people are suffering. They're losing their homes. They're losing their jobs. And we don't have the proper representation. We don't get our fair share coming back to Dutchess and Putnam counties. And, you know, I've been a strong voice from the days of being on the town board and in the legislature as well. And, you know, oh, sorry, go ahead.
You have said, I saw a Poughkeepsie Journal editorial board interview with you and Terry Gibson. And during that interview, you said that we all need to do more with less. What did you mean by that?
You know, it's for a perfect example is my real estate company. You know, I had 2 offices back in 2007, and I had to close one of my offices. The writing was on the wall. We were at the beginning of a recession, and we had to learn to do things differently. You know, even our advertising and our marketing, we had to cut down. You know, if you don't have it, you don't spend it, and that's something that the government needs to learn. You can't rob from Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah, except the thing with government is that there are always going to be people who need government help, who are falling through the cracks, people who need food stamps. And, you know, one of the things, for example, like education with property taxes, everyone complains about property taxes, but that pays for education. So you know that schools have been cutting and cutting and cutting. Do you suggest they do more with less now?
You know, I think we just need to get our fair share. You know, across the state, they get it, and it's a little over $8,000. And in Dutchess County and Putnam, we get about 6. So that's a $2,000 difference basically per student. That if we were to get that money, our property taxes would be lower.
Where is what money are you talking about? Where is this $2,000 coming from?
No, this is an average across the state of where the people, you know, that each community, the county gets money, and I think it's $8,300 per pupil, and we get $6,235 from the state.
You know, Senate Republican spokesman Scott Reef told Newsday on Long Island that his party, quote, sets the agenda toward Long Island when dividing resources. And there are those who say that Long Island gets an outsized portion of education aid. As a Republican senator, would you continue to enable Senate Republicans to do that?
No, I think we just need to get our fair share.
Well, that's what I'm asking you.
Yeah. Well, you know, look at when we had the GEA, right, was first enacted. Schools in the state lost over $8 billion, and that was under Democratic control back in 2009. We can't let that happen again.
Would you recommend getting rid of the GEA faster than over 3 years? Would you like to see it eliminated now?
Yes.
That
because the GEA, it hurts upstate schools, which is why we need so hard to restore it.
One of the reasons why people complain about property taxes is that or people see property taxes going up is because of mandates. I was hoping that you could give us one mandate that you would fight to get rid of or reform.
The school aid is the biggest one.
School aid is a mandate?
We don't get enough of our money back. It's $8,300 per pupil, and we only get $6,200.
Right. I'm asking. There are some mandates that the reason why property taxes are so high, Sue, is that, for example, there are retiree pensions, there's health care costs, and that's a big portion of how much your property taxes go to that. Those are unfunded mandates, some people call them, or mandates. Is there some mandate that you would fight to reform if you were a state senator?
We need to have more money back to the county for Medicaid. That's our largest expense is the Medicaid. and 70% of our dollar, when you think about it, goes towards the mandates in Dutchess County. So we're at rate on 30 cents per dollar. That's not fair.
So you think that the state should take over the state should take over the county portion of Medicaid? You would like to see that happen?
I think they should pay more of a portion of it so that our hands aren't tied with what we can do for our county. That's really asking a lot. Just picture yourself if you were asked to operate, on 30 cents per dollar. It's just not fair.
A lot has been said over the women's equality agenda. There are 10 planks to it. Do you support all 10?
Yeah. You know what? And as a woman, we need to guarantee that women are guaranteed the same rights and opportunities as men. Where discrimination, violence, and abuse, they're just not tolerated. And right now, we're not seeing that. Look at what happened with the sexual abuse, sexual harassment in Albany with under Sheldon Silver's reign. That's not fair. We're spending many, many thousands of dollars on, of tax money to cover it up. And then, what happens to the people? I have a 24-year-old son, but I can imagine having a 24-year-old daughter. Some of these young interns that this stuff was going on, and it's being held hostage. So I just, I'm a woman and a mother and a wife. So I want equal rights for women.
So I asked you if you supported all 10 planks of the women's equality agenda, and you said yes. Is that true, or did you want to clarify that?
No. Oh, yes, I would. Yes, thank you, Susan, for giving me the opportunity to clarify that. If I support the first 9, and if any one of those single items of the first 9 were to be presented, you'd be heroes for doing that. But for the last one, they're asking us to have non-doctors perform medical procedures. I don't understand that. And why hold, the women? That's what's happening. The women are being held hostage because of political reasons. Pass the 9, and then, figure out what they're going to do on the 10th one. But, we agree on all 9. Why wouldn't you come to terms and just agree with it and help women? It's not fair.
So are you pro-choice?
Excuse me?
Are you pro-choice?
No, no one's, the only people that are looking to change anything with Roe versus Wade are the Democrats, because they're looking to change this, and they're looking to have abortions in the 8th and 9th month and have non-doctors perform a medical procedure. Those are the only, and I can't support that.
So we have about 30 seconds. I just